Well, hello. Hi, my name is Christian, otherwise known as Crispy Mate. This is a little bit of a kind of informational video about my life and what I plan to be doing here in the near future with YouTube. So as some people in this world may know, I have been doing Twitch streaming for some time, probably like 9 or 10 months now. And I have taken a break from YouTube just because I felt at that time I did not have the quality to be able to push out something that was, something that I thought was good or meaningful, and I like quality over quantity, so I did take a break. And I had told myself that once I'm in a place where I have a better kind of ability to make things that I'm proud of, that I will be coming back to YouTube. I'll obviously still be doing Twitch. I Twitch pretty much like almost every night, around like 8 or 9-ish for a few hours, somewhere there. And so I want to come back to YouTube, probably post around like 2 or 3 times a week. Just some fun videos, maybe compilations of things that I've been doing throughout the week, or maybe even some playthroughs that I have in mind coming up. Such as, I have God of War Ragnarok in my mind. I've been keeping up with that since I heard about its release. I played the other God of War, whatever the heck that was called, and ever since that game I've been in love, like undoubtedly in love with that game. It was such a beautiful masterpiece, and I'm so excited for this new one to come up, so I've been really wanting to play that one. Sons of the Forest, obviously on this video I'm playing the Forest on my Twitch stream, and I have been keeping up with Son of the Forest since I have ever played the Forest, because me and my best friend kind of bonded a lot on this game, and we spent hours and hours and hours playing on it, and it's just like a near and dear memory to my heart. So we have decided we're going to be playing this for like a week straight, not taking any breaks, no sleeping, no eating, nothing. We're gonna pound it out. We're gonna have a whole week to this game. This coming up, I think it's coming up in October. Same as Thor, I believe. But anyway, yeah, I just kind of wanted to pop in and let you know how my life's been going. I did upgrade my PC to a whole new PC. I'm no longer using the brick that I used to use for the past like 6 or 7 years. My wife has that now, but I have a new one that's beautiful, brilliant. I believe the last one I had, if I was to run Internet Explorer when I first started, it would instantaneously explode. So definitely an upgrade. If you watched my old videos by chance, you would definitely tell that it was not to the capacity that it should have been posting. I would be clipping through walls, drumming through stuff, but now I will not, so I can actually post some good stuff. I'm very excited for that. I have big plans for like other things I want to do. I have a lot of like midlife crisis ideas that I want to produce. I want to produce some musical stuff. I want to write a book someday, maybe, perhaps. That has nothing to do with YouTube or Twitch, but I want to write a friggin' book. I don't know about what. Maybe like this goose over here on this left. Say that. But yeah, anyway, I just got a lot of plans, a lot of ideas that I want to like start making flourish, and now that I actually have time in my life to do so. For the past like 5 or 6 years, probably almost when I started recording for YouTube, I've been at a kind of like a job that didn't give me any free time to myself, or really let me focus on anything personable to myself, and I wasn't able to flourish in my different hobbies and different things that I wanted to do. So now that I kind of have that time, I would like to be able to put them into action and start doing some really freaking awesome things with my life. And also I kind of just like making these so that when I'm like 56, I can look back and be like, whoa, I used to not be 56 and I used to be cool. I think that's pretty cool. So I'm leaving myself like a little bit of a footstep in the world on YouTube, so that I can just look back on these and remember who I was at a certain time, see how I've changed, stuff like that, which I think is a really cool idea. So I'm gonna get right back into that. I'm gonna probably maybe post another video this week, or a couple of videos. I want to play through the new game Madison. That looks really, really freaking cool. I've been looking at that for a while now, since it was in the beta. And then possibly some like Manamadan things. I've played a bunch of like really good horror games in the past year that I wish I would have recorded so I could have posted to here, but I don't know, maybe we'll touch back on some of them, or we'll get into some retro gaming. I wanted to do that too. Oh, you know how cool that'd be? Freaking at some point when I have like a decent following and like everybody's like really excited about something, and like even a minute of whatever I post, and then I can like go back to doing some really retro games. I played not Lord of the Rings, sorry, Tomb Raider, like the other day, the old one, Tomb Raider Anniversary, something like that. It was really freaking good, still so good. But I have other things I really want to play, like Jak and Daxter series. That's my all-time favorite series ever made, so in the future I may play that. But I have so many ideas. I'm sorry, I'm word vomiting right now. I just have really bad attention span. The things popping in my mind. I'm like, oh, talk about this because it's really cool. I haven't finished anything that I was saying prior. So probably the most productive video I've ever made in my whole life. But yeah, so I want to be interactive with my chat and like make some really cool like compilation games with each other, stuff like that. Like maybe some Fall Guys or something. Just things that I can play with other people that you just jump in and be like, hey, I would like to play with you. Bah, bah, bah. Okay, cool. And you get it going. I don't know, I have a lot of ideas. If you're interested in any of them and you haven't been to my channel before or to my Twitch before, think about coming on over and seeing what I'm going to be making in the future, because I love you, I appreciate your existence, and I would love to create a bond that only me and you can know, such as the bond of friendship in comical genius. I'm probably lacking in all those areas, but anyway. So yeah, I just, like I said, want to kind of give this update. If anyone has any comments or ideas that they wanted to throw at me, you can go ahead and comment on this video or come to my Twitch and join me anytime. I am streaming pretty much almost every day from around like 9 p.m. Eastern to maybe like 11 or 12 Eastern. And on days like Saturdays or Fridays, I'm usually streaming all day long pretty much. Unless I have some crazy things to do in my life, because I'm so busy all the time, you know me now. No, I'm probably the least busy person sometimes, but mostly not. That's a lie, I'm probably pretty busy, but not enough for you, because obviously you're important to me. You're freaking beautiful. You look at your glasses and your gentle tan. Anyway, I love you. If you've been listening this long, then you are probably a madman. This is mainly for me, because I just like to throw things out and talk about life and just be like, oh yeah, bah, 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 that's ready to go. But yeah, so again, I appreciate you for listening if you have been. If not, well then, bah, bah, that's pretty cool for you, buddy. Bah. And I hope to be doing some really cool things here in the near future. Oh, last thing, I'd really like to get to where I can do like charity stuff. In my very I'm not gonna edit this at all, by the way, so if you caught that, you're welcome. The very first video I ever made to YouTube, I did mention that the very biggest thing I wanted to do was to do charity things, charity events, make sure that like people in the world who don't have things as nice as we have, or decent things, or need help in any way, shape, or form, because there's a lot of that going on in the world. There's a lot of people who just need it, and I want to make sure that like people get that someday. And so I'd like to give back in some ways in the future, maybe do some streams where I can do charity events or stuff of that sort, just to make sure that there's people in this world getting that attention and love, because I think it's a really important thing, and that's like the main thing I've always wanted from this, is just to be able to get to a point where I can do that and feel good about it, and you know, make some sort of a difference somewhere in the world. But anyway, I love you. I appreciate your existence for listening this far, and if you haven't, well then you're a silly goose, and I'll shake your hand for it later. But in the meantime, stay crispy, my friends. Goodbye.